Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Crafty Nomad's Vlogtober, and this is day 10. So this morning I am drinking a tea. This morning I put a little creamer in it because it's a chai tea, so I was really looking forward to that chai taste. And when you put the bag in and the water hits it, you smell all the spices of chai. However, the taste of chai is not that strong. I got this one also from Tuesday morning, and I was really looking forward to this being a really good tea, but it's just okay. Maybe if I drink more of it, I will taste more of the chai, but it is called Bachelor. It's a Ceylon black tea masala chai. So Bigelow has a chai that I like a whole lot better, so I think I'm gonna get some of that. It's much stronger, the smell is there, the scent, and you can actually taste the spices. I don't know, maybe it's my taste buds are dull, I don't know. Anyway, that is my tea for the day. And let me just take another sip before I show you the progress on the blanket. Alright, so here we go. The blanket. Jackie from Hooking and Good Company asked what stitch is this. So this is the traditional C to C, and it's just 3 crochet double crochet. That's the stitch for this C to C. I know you can do C to C in many different ways. The only way I have ever done it is this way. And so here's where I'm at. If you hear the shower, it's because my son is up and getting ready. So I can almost get it in the frame. So I'm getting there. I'm gonna do a little work on it this morning. Hopefully by the time I see you again, I will be in the frame. But really, look, I'm almost there. You see, I'm almost there. So it's coming along, doing great, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it because it's cool enough to where you can have this laying on you while you are working on it. So that's super cool. Then I definitely took a project to work, and I pretty much, I got like a nail or something. I don't want to snag my crochet, so I want to get rid of that little nail that's hanging off there. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I crocheted for most of my lunch break, and so I worked on this, and I'm keeping it in my little yarn bowl. And this is my my poncho from Crystal at Bag a Day Crochet, and I am using the rainbow yarn from Ice, and it's growing. I think I got at least a round and a half done on this one during my lunch break. So I love how it's striping up. This is representing 1 ball, plus this is how much I have left of the second ball. So I still have quite a bit left to get on before I break into the 3rd ball of this beautiful rainbow yarn. I love this yarn. I love how it's working up, and so much so that I definitely got more. I just didn't do any kind of a haul on it because enough is enough. Anyway, that is that for my crochet. And I will be back with a segment of Crochet in the News. Be right back. Okay, I'm back for our first story in Crochet in the News. This actually, it came to me from a subscriber. So this is brought to you by Michelle. Hey Michelle, thank you for sending me this information, this story. So we all know that crochet and our needlework is fantastic for many different things. And Michelle sent me an article about how some mathematicians used crochet to explain a fairly complicated uh, mathematical concept. And it is not, and I'm, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a smart person. I didn't, this article was over my head. I did find one that kind of was where I could understand it a little bit better. But um, hyperbolic planes. So, a hyperbolic plane is a surface that has a constant negative curvature. Now, when I say that, to me, I don't know what that is, but I think they knew when they wrote this article that a lot of people wouldn't still understand it if you're not like an academic studying math. So it says, think lettuce leaf, or think lettuce leaf. So think about how lettuce leaf is, and that is an example of a hyperbolic plane. Well, over the years, as they are trying to teach this concept, they usually make paper models, which eventually get destroyed. So this woman, let me see if I can get her name. In the late 90s, a Cornell math professor named Dana Tamina came up with a better way. And so first she decided, well, maybe, because she saw her husband trying to explain, who is also a Cornell mathematician professor type of guy, so big old brains, and he was trying to explain this concept of a hyperbolic plane. And but he was using the same model for like 11 years, and it was getting tattered. So she thought to herself, maybe I can knit it. So she tried to knit it, and the knitting did not work, and so she moved on to crochet, and it was perfect. Let me show you a image, and I'll try to put a picture in, if I can, of this hyperbolic plane in crochet. What an amazing thing that somebody's brain, first of all, that could even conceive of what this really means and how it impacts science and math. That's beyond me. But then to take it further and use crochet, but it kind of made me a little proud that, crochet saved the day. And so she made a lasting model for her husband to use as he is teaching these young minds about this concept. So that is our first story in Crochet in the News. So anyway, thank you, Michelle, for that story. I thought it was super interesting. The article that I'm going to link down below actually has 6 different mathematical concepts that can be demonstrated or explained with crochet and knitting. So I'll link that down below. All right, guys, second segment of this. I have 2 stories today. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, guys. Lighting, not the best today. Sorry about that. Next story for Crochet in the News is about a woman who I believe lives in the UK, who is all set to crochet her way to a Guinness Book World Record. So this woman, her name, let me see what her name is. Her name is Natalie Morrison. And she started crocheting, I think it says about 5 years ago. And earlier this year, she decided that she wanted to raise money to raise awareness of mental health issues, which she suffers from herself. And so she looked in the Guinness Book of World Records and found that there are tons and tons of records set in the book. However, at the time she looked, and in the book she looked in, there was nothing for crochet, at least not in the way that she hoped to do it. So Natalie is hoping to set a 24-hour landmark for taking part in the pastime continuously. So she is going to try to crochet for 24 hours straight. Now she is also using it to raise money for a couple of different charities, one of which is her own, which is called Rainbow Arch of Mine, and it aims to collate and share anonymous mental health, illness experiences, and coping strategies. So yeah, she is all set to get started. She's going to be, looks like, in a local local yarn shop, and I think it's actually coming up maybe this, I think it's November 1st, and she's going to be there and crochet for 24 hours straight and try to set a world record, while at the same time raising money for issues that she really cares about. So I thought that was pretty cool. She basically realized that physically she can't run marathons, she can't really do walkathons, she can't do any of that stuff, but she can crochet. So she decided to basically have her own crochet-a-thon and raise awareness, raise some money, and set a world record. So bravo to Natalie Morrison, and we hope that we know she's gonna set that record. Apparently she needs witnesses to see her doing it every 4 hours. People have to come and say, oh yeah, she's still crocheting. So, you know, hats off to her, because I don't think I could stay up for 24 hours straight for any reason. And the other thing that makes this story so incredible is that I believe she has physical challenges that, let's see, it says she has osteoarthritis. So literally everything hurts in her joints, and she's gonna have to just, it doesn't say where her osteoarthritis is at. It could be in her back, it could be anywhere, but she's going to set that record and take some painkillers to get through it. That is some commitment right there. So anyway, I think that's it. That's all. I've never tried to set a record. I've done walkathons in the past. What about you guys? What are some of your favorite charities to support? Years ago, I did the Special Olympics. Several years ago, before my son was even born, they had this initiative to crochet. They wanted their Olympians, their athletes, when they marched in for the beginning opening session, to wear knitted and crocheted scarves. So I had made like maybe 3 or 4 back then. They were all had to be a certain color of red heart yarn, and so that was fun to participate in. A little bit of craftivism. So what have you guys done as craftivists or to support a charity? Comment down below, and I will see you tomorrow on the next video. Bye guys.